set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. 2nd and 5. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darren Waller, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their 25-yard line. Slot man moves right. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Henry again on second down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That good for 22 and a first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In the secondary now for the Giants here on third. And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Washington.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats tell us he took it better than 30 yards after that initial contact.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The slot man in motion right. They begin with Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Commanders 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Commanders 7.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the counter, it's Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And Howell will throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13.
Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
The way he went into that contact, as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL, they're hitting you for jobs. That's a whole different hit.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back to throw, Howell. He'll get that one complete to counter. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go play action. Howell. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Off play action. It's Howell. Going right back to Dotson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing here, Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go play action with Howell. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across. Yard line before going out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
They're going to look to throw. pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he is going to have the Giants' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. Now Chandler.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard, now to the 16.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well. That pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Henry up the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Washington on 3rd down.
A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run it with Chandler.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 3. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. He'll look to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Touchdown, Giants.
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Faking the handoff, Howell.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 72 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back to throw now on first down.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Chandler, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On 2nd down now, it's Chandler, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Powell to throw. To Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. Here's Howell. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Second and 10. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
He dumps it off for Henry. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll go play action. Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Rolling to his right.
Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
He'll get that one complete to Connor.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. And they go play action with Howell.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, just like last play. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to throw, Howell.
He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Second down, Howell now.
And oh, he coughed it up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Giants win the football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me. Yeah.